I've been walking alone for some time now. I've been probably walking alone since I was born, except for my dad. And I'm going to keep on walking. But loneliness, what is loneliness? Loneliness is probably sleeping beside someone who says they love you and tells you you're the best, but allows all your stuff to be robbed, but knows that you were on West Broadway and you almost died a few times. Yeah, I did. I lived my truth, but I took a big chance, and I took chances every day. I was asked to come home with people, to go home with people, but I didn't. I didn't want to use anybody. A lot of people don't know how hard it was when I was banished, shunned, ostracized to 2060 West Broadway. It was bad. There's no electricity, and I tended 17 candles, ironically. I never had a fire, but then was charged with arson 6 months later when I had electricity. Go figure. But my life has always kind of been like that. So I just kept on walking alone. But the darkness that I was there in, the solitude, developed a beautiful relationship with God. And I've learned to be strong. I have also uncovered the dark secrets of the human existence, the human state, and that is to bully and gang up on and to follow. I've never been a follower, not that I'm a leader, but I walk alone. I walked alone. And loneliness is, like I said, sleeping beside someone who managed to get all of his stuff out before the great heists of Kimberly and Ryan Solomon started. I've never given anybody up. I've never thrown anybody under the bus, and nor will I ever. Clearly that's not enough, and I was robbed last night. There have been people creeping around, crawling around. I've recently gotten footage and videos of all sorts of people who were in my apartment. I have destroyed that, but because I have no interest in getting people in trouble because they wanted $200 extra in their pocket. I have no desire to do that. I'm not mean. In fact, I'm kind. Before I moved into this address, most people said to me, "You're kind, honest, and loving to a fault." I never knew what to a fault meant until now. I'm also trusting to a fault. But is that a reason to be cruel and unkind to someone? I mean, think about it. To be cruel to a person who is kind to a fault, to laugh and ridicule a person who only has love in their heart, for most people. To gaslight. I've been submersed in a gaslighting situation where gaslighters love to do what they do. I have seen Google Maps, 7 o'clock, all the different times they arrive, all the different times hearing them in the apartment, seeing them in the apartment with the videos that I destroyed. There's actually a few people in this very apartment that were in here. I've met a few people downstairs with things from the closet. Today I did a little video, which I'll show you a bit later, No, not a video. I did a little setup, which I'd like to do a video of things that I remember from, 2 years ago. I think I've walked my truth. People choose to follow still the person in our society that has the most. The doctors, the lawyers, the people who have overtly been educated. But what about the people who have been overtly or covertly educated? I learned 3 languages at McGill. I speak them pretty well. And I love those languages. I think Spanish is a wonderful language. I love the Latin American community, and I celebrate them. I celebrate them for everything about them. And yes, my favorite language in the world is Spanish. French second, then English. But the Latin American people allow or contribute in their countries to a person who lies beside a woman who is really, really quite good, nice, and has suffered her whole life, to be robbed by 1, not getting a lock on the door, and 2, not getting a latch for that lock. 3, signing their name to a deposition that was not true, which was that I hit and kicked them. I've been forgiving and forgiving, but I'm finally at the point where forgiveness would be actually a disfavor for that person, and I wouldn't like to do that. I don't like to do that. I can't forgive things that people make no effort to change whatsoever and delight in my misery. I just can't do it. I just can't do it anymore. So I am going to try to look for a place so that my mind is not totally destroyed, because gaslighting is that. It's to make yourself second guess yourself, to make yourself think that you're crazy, to make yourself think that you might have forgotten, just to create an all-around doubt in oneself. I don't want to contribute to that anymore. I don't think I have to. I don't want to be sign languaged about. I don't want to be listened to. Over there, I don't want that anymore. I mean, even, I don't want that anymore. And I don't think that I need that anymore. And I don't think it's good for anybody to be part of this anymore. That's your choice. If you want to walk by me and chuck something in, like a pencil, a pen, a clip, a paper clip, a thumbtack, go ahead. The bottom of my foot is like ridden with this piece of glass is never going to come out now. I just can't do this anymore. I have basically lost 2 years of my life. When I thought I was mounting videos, I've been punked. When I thought I was trying to help people, I haven't been. I've never made a real Gmail. I've never actually made a successful Gmail to anybody in my life. But I'm not going to be embarrassed about that. I'm going to be proud. I'm going to be proud that I stuck to my guns and I said, this computer stuff is all wrong. So, yeah, I've been beaten by the internet. I've been beaten by computers. But we'll see in a year from now how well the computer industry is doing and the world is doing, and the internet, dark, light, purple, green, yellow, red, whatever. Definitely don't forget about blue, huh? Madam Blue. I've had more pens peppered in this house, and thumbtacks and paper clips that I care to even think of. Anyways, it's 10:08, 10-minute talk. Give us the bits, just barely. Well, I haven't made it. It's 10:14. Give us the bits. Montreal, Quebec.